Salute everybody. This is Lawrence D. Adams. This is when spirituality and the game combines. You have the thinking class. Shout out to everybody that's listening. We are here today at the last Friday of the year. The last Friday of the year. Let's get it going. Let's get it cracking. Good to see everybody that's here in the chat room. Let's get it going today. Oh, I have so much to say. Y'all might be scared of me today. I might not want to hear what I have to say. But today, this is Lawrence D. Adams. This is when spirituality and the game combines. You have the thinking class. We need to talk today. We got to stir the pot up today. What I mean, stir the pot up, we got to get everything rolling today. We're going to get everything rolling today. We got to get everything rolling today. So shout out to everybody in the chat room. Wait for everybody to get into the chat room and get it rolling. Man, what a great year this has been. 2023. This is the last Friday before the new year. You should be geared up for the new year. We've been talking about the new year since October, I think September. So we definitely want to make sure everybody's on the same page today. Man, free game. I mean, I want to say free game today. Stir up the pot for 2024. Man, there's so much stuff going on in social media, from the church to the entertainment, to people's personal lives. Too much going on for me. Too much going on for me. But I will say this. There has to be a stirring of the pot, or things being disshuffled or pulled out of place in order for us to go into 2024. There has to be some things uncovered, revealed, in order for us to make safe passage into 2024. And I know a lot of people may not like that, want to hear that. We got things going on from the Passport brothers, from the women going and following them over to other countries. We got people being exposed or allegedly exposed. We got things going on. All these things are happening at the end of the year. We have a war that's going on. Everything, all these things are going on to shuffle things up, and they need to happen. As we go into 2024, we do have a challenge for 2024. You got to show some receipts, or show some receipts, or shut up, pretty much. That's where we're at in 2024. But I will say this: we are in a great place in history. If things are shuffling up, people are getting uncovered. I've said this many times, and I said this on this platform. I said this many times. Transparency, the financial market's going crazy. Transparency is the currency. Transparency is, we talked about it many times. Transparency is currency. Thank you so much for the cash app, and it didn't go through. Appreciate that. Transparency is currency. At this time, whatever you got going on, whatever's taking place, I have to look at my own life. I am not innocent. I did things, said things, been through things, went through stuff. Transparency is currency, especially what's going on, Wade, especially in the season that we're in. We're in a season where people are getting exposed left and right. That's why I'm saying receipts in 2024. So yes, we are in a place of transparency is currency. We got people online who say they're dating coaches or they're in the game and they're not. You got people who are married talking about the game. You got all kind of stuff that's going on. And you got to realize what you say got to line up to what you do. That goes for me and everyone else. What you say has to line up with what you do. Or even if it doesn't line up, you need to say, yo, this is people are at the place now because of what's going on in social media, going on in the world with the market, wars, things, politicians, entertainers, bishops, prophets, everybody else. People want to know one thing. Two things, rather. Can you be transparent and can you be authentic? They don't want the fluff. They don't want the fake. They don't want the pretense. They don't want you to pretend to be something that you're not. They just want to know, are you real? They don't care about all your words that you can say. They don't care about all the letters behind your name. They want to know one thing. Two things. Are you transparent and are you authentic? They want to be able to connect with you with your successes and with your failures. Let me say that again. People want to be able to connect with your successes, but they also want to be able to connect with your failures and see how you got through it. The day of just being Superman is over. The day of just being Superman is completely over. You need Clark and Superman to show up in this time. People need to know that you are authentically who you are. This is the reason why we see the pot being stirred up at the end of the year going into 2024. And everything, I'm going to get to some stuff about Color Purple. I'm going to talk about that too. I'm going to talk about the Passport Brothers. I'm going to talk about that too. But we're at the place now where people just want you to be real. If you don't eat eggs, you don't eat eggs. Don't come up here and now you on an egg commercial talking about, ooh, you need to eat eggs. People just want everybody who they see on these platforms, on whatever they're doing, to be authentically who they are. If you meet me in public, I'm the same way. They don't want you to pretend. They don't want you to put on airs. They don't want you to pretend to be who you're not. You don't have to. The thing of it is, people don't want to be impressed by you anymore. People have been desensitized by being impressed by others. People have become desensitized by being impressed by others. Right now, I am so tired of all the stuff on social media. I'm like, come on, give me a break. I had to turn it off. People don't care about that. They want to know, are you real? Do you have real problems? In this place that I'm in, do you talk to women for real? Or do you have a woman for real? Do you have money? What's going on? Are you really going through? How is your sons? People want to know, are you for real? Do you struggle? The moment we get up here and pretend that we don't have struggles, that we don't have indiscretions, that we don't have things going on, we make ourselves our target. And if you do, you need to just be straight up. And I'll be the first one. You've been seeing me since y'all been here. I raised my hand and said, I'm being guilty. Have I sinned before? Yeah, I sinned before. Have I tricked before? Yeah, I didn't trick before. I'm not going to even come here and pretend to be something that I have not been. Am I there now? No. Do I have all the game in the world? No. But I do have lived experience that I can give you, so that you, especially for the men out here, can be better men going into 2024. If you're a father, be better fathers, be a better relationships. That's what people want. They do not want all this pretense. They do not want all these faking and pretending. I'm telling you, they're tired of it. You got to be the message that you bring, and the message has to be the light of truth. Correct. Facts to that. People are tired of it. From the pulpit to the mosque to the temple, people don't want that anymore. They don't want to see the glamour. They want to know that you are who you say. If you meet me in public, you're going to meet LDA. He's going to be the same way. That's what people want. They want somebody who's going to be authentic. And if I was to give some game right quick, that's what women want. They want a man who's going to be able to speak his truth and be authentically who he is. What you see in public is what you see in private. If I was to give some game right now, going into 2024, that's what people want. They don't care about your titles. They don't care about how many letters you got behind your name. People don't even care who you've been associated with. I never say who I've been associated with. If I was to reveal all of that, People don't, people, okay, great. And I know people, not just small people. I know big people, little people, small people, people who got millions, people who got $10 to their name. But people at the end of the day want someone who's going to be authentically real. They don't want the sugar coated, give it to me like it is. I was going to say something else, but it would have been a pause. That's where we at in 2020, going in 2024. That is the reason why I have the challenge on the first day from January 1st to January 31st. You should have some kind of form of receipt of what you are doing, where you are being at. Yeah, I don't name drop, man. If I was a name drop the people I know, come on. You don't care about that. I could name drop. Oh, I've been around this person. I know this person. I can say, yeah, man, I've been on TV and I've been on doing. Okay. This is the same thing guys try to do with women. It's the exact same things to men. Well, I got this Maserati outside and I live over here, live over there. People don't give a rat's you know what about that. What they want to know is, are you really who you say you are? Are you the real deal? Have you really been, did I really live on St. Clair? Did I really go to Akron University? Was I considering pledging a particular fraternity? People want to know if that's real. They do not want this pretense, this baked up, caked up fakeness that's been propagated in the United States, especially in this well-trained culture. I'm going to get to Color Purple. Don't worry about it. I got y'all Color Purple people coming. I got the Passport Brothers. I got you coming too. I got some stuff I'm going to bake up. People are tired of that. Oh, I got you Western women coming up too. Don't worry. Y'all on my checklist too is things to talk about, especially for 2024. But people are saying, man, I just need you to be authentic. And this is the thing. What I mean by authentic, the best version or the most authentic version of who you are. They don't want this. I'm telling you. When I see people talking about their name dropping, they're talking about genuine character. Thank you so much. That people just want that. They don't want all this extra. I went to I went to this school and I went to that. Who gives a rat's butt? I don't care. Like I said, I'd have been around famous people, and I've been around Ned the Rhino. I've been around the rhinos, people who drink. I've been around those people too. People want results and want to follow someone who has to have it together and is real. A leader and a genuine person. So thank you for being that for me, LDA. You have guided me and helped me change. I appreciate that, brother. And that's what people want. I could come up here and say, yeah, man, I'm driving this car. I got this gold chain and I'm doing it. It means nothing. It means nothing if it doesn't impact your life to be the best version of who you are. 2020, 2024, as we starting this, this is the last Friday and starting to step into it. You should be in your challenge for anybody part of the thinking class. And I even got the thinking class. I put the banner up. The challenge for the thinking class is for everyone to have results in 2024, have receipts. If you don't have receipts, sit down, get back and game plan what you need to do. Now, let me get to the next thing. The next thing we could talk about. We didn't seen the disgust and the disdain for some of the Western women and their mindset. I posted some things I know it was supposed to stir the pot up in a couple of days, just today. I posted them purposely. I don't know what you ladies missing and where you're not getting it at, but I'm here to tell you, and I'm going to say it from me, and I'm going to say it for a lot of men, because they may not ever tell you. They tired of y'all. They tired of y'all. They tired of the Western women and their mindset. They're tired of the culture. Don't get mad if they decide to get their passport and go to another country where the culture actually appreciates their men and the men who come over there. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. Don't get upset. Don't, this is all 2023, 24 going into. Don't get mad when men are starting to vote with their feet. They ain't fussing with you. They ain't going to argue with you. They're not going to debate with you. What they're going to decide, I'm gone. And I know anytime you criticize women, particularly black women, they think that we're trying to hate. We're putting them down. They're the worst victims in the world. I know that already. But this is the thing. This is the hard matter right here. A lot of men ain't dealing with it. And it's not just black women, some black women. There's other races of women within the United States that had enough. They had enough. They're fed up. They're not even telling you they had enough. They moving in silence. They moving in silence. Say, you know what? And this is the thing. I'm about teaching game and dealing with the good women that are here in the United States. Let me say that again. I watch the numbers just go up and down. I'm about teaching game for the good women that are here. But this culture has elected women, Sexy Red, Carly B, Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion, whoever else to speak for y'all, and then gave y'all a bad rap. And if you say something bad about them, they're going to try to flag your channel. They're going to come against you. But it's time for some people to say something about it. Men are just saying, you know what? I ain't dealing with that. Why would I deal with arguing, fussing, debating, going back and forth, and you want to be protected? Men are saying, you know what? I got you. I'm going to help you out. I'm not going to deal with you. Matter of fact, I'm going to deal with the women who want to deal with me. And what that does, that throws the dynamics here in the United States completely off. So I believe trust me, I'm all for it. There are some good women here in the United States of America. Don't get me wrong. There are some good women here. So ain't nobody come on this stream talking about LDA getting on the women. He ain't saying, no, I'm saying something because I done watched men go through hell and high water here in the United States. They may not ever say it. They say it at the barbershops. They saying it behind the scenes. The best way you're going to figure it out is when we don't deal with you. And let me say something else because I'm going to have to correct this too. Dealing with you is not having sex with you. What's going on? What's going on? Curtis Wade's in the building. Let me say that again. Dealing with you is not just having sex with you. Because I think some women think that if we have sex with them, that we're dealing with them. No, dealing with you is when I'm not having sex with you and you're in my life. It's a complete difference. Can having game sometimes not even help some of the women? I don't. Let me say that. I'm glad you asked that question. Yes, sometimes you can have all the game from the Himalayas down to the lowest part of the gutter. But I'm here to tell you this. Why would you waste your game on a woman who's not interested in you? Why would you waste your game, your mouthpiece, your ability to articulate, and waste your time on someone who does not want you, who has contempt towards you? I ain't even got to Color Purple yet. And I know there's going to be people who got conflicted things about Color Purple, but I'm going to talk about it. But why would you deal with someone who has contempt with you? Please, let me say this again. There are good women here in the United States. There are good women in the United States. They are endangered species and scattered. Some women don't have the capacity to be able to be in a. Thank you so much. Some women don't have the capacity to be in a. And this is not a woman's man. We're going to break down the women. You ain't nothing. You shouldn't do this. And I don't know. No. This is just these are just warning shots. Because I think a lot of women didn't get the warning shots because they have been so entitled. This is warning shots. You know how you throw warning shots in the air? Pop, 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 pop. Let them know, hey, you getting a little too close. I'm here to tell you, whether you want to admit it or not, A lot of men may not want to say it because they're afraid if they say something, they may lose what's going on with their little cook-up they got going on. But a lot of men are tired. When we talk about the misandry that's so prevalent in our social media and everything that's going on around us, and if you say something about the misandry, it becomes back to us. So I want to say something about, especially this 2000 coming to 2024. Let me stir the pot up again, ladies. Now we didn't love you, but I'm here to tell you, there's a couple warning shots that went up this year. I'm letting you know, men have got their passports, or they're not going to deal with you. And I heard this saying many times. I had to think about it. Men going their own way. I mean, it doesn't mean that they're going to become men with other men. No, they're just saying, I'm not dealing with the kind of things that you're bringing to the table. And once I do these things on social media and I look at some of the comments, I realize that a lot of women don't know what men really want. And we are fundamentally simple. They don't know what we want or what we really need. So in 2023, I'm stirring the pot up. We're going to 2024. It's about receipts. Please, brothers, please, ladies, I gave the warning shots. I gave the warning shots. Pop, 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 letting you know. Either you get on the train or you will be left behind. In the words of the late, great Kevin Samuels, you will die alone. Or you will settle for a man, that you really don't like. Don't tell. It's called vagina. It's called vagina value. When you're getting something you don't have. When you're getting something you don't have. Right there. I'm telling you right now, men, they're even tired of that. They're tired of the kitty cat. It's not worth the kitty cat is not worth the strangle and the strain and going back and forth. But you ain't this. You should have did this, and I should have did that. And they don't want all that. Men fundamentally want peace. They want something to eat, and they want another piece. 3 P's. Give me some peace. Give me a piece of pie, piece of something to eat, and let me have a piece of some loving. Very fundamental. Men are not even concerned about your degrees. They're not concerned about how you matriculate through school. I'm not saying that they want someone who's not educated, but they're saying, don't bring that to the table. Anytime I hear a woman bring that to the table, I'm going to be very clear. Now, since y'all want me to be real frank, it's the end of the year. What are you going to do? I got a backup channel anyway. When men hear women say, well, I have a degree and I work here and I make this much money and I'll do that. The first thing I want to say, baby, you don't have to pull your dick out. I don't care about that. You don't have to pull your dick out. I know people don't want me to hear that. You know, it's pretty frank. I know my mother might be listening, my sister, whatever the case may be. My aunts may be listening. I'm just telling you what men do not care about. They want to know, are you feminine? Are you fine? And can we drink some wine? They want to know whether you drink wine, whatever the case may be. I'm doing some warning shots. Do you have a degree in compliance and service to your man and the plant? Come on. And I know people will get offended. Why aren't you saying that? Oh, yeah, that's not right. But this is the things we don't even talk about in the church. Don't let me even get to the church, which is full of women looking for a man, but never been taught how to be a husband, never taught how to be a wife. I'm out. If I'm gonna give the warning shots, I'm just going pop, 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 pop. I'm about to give. I wish I had the gunshots going, but it's time. I'm saying that because we have fundamentally failed in this Western world, in this culture, and it's not just. I don't want to make sure it's not just race, because it's part race and it's part culture. This culture has completely failed us terribly. even the culture in the church. And I can talk about it because I've been there all my life. It's completely failed. I dare not talk about the stuff that's going on with who been in what party and who was there and who wasn't supposed to be there and who was the bottom, who was the top, and who was the side, and who. I don't care about none of that. I could say a lot about it. But at the end of the day, we have fundamentally failed in our ability to connect with one another, because who has taught our women how to be husbands, to be wives? Who have taught our men how to be husbands? What we have done is we have reversed the roles. We have taught our women how to be husbands, and we have taught our men how to be wives. That's what has happened. And now what we're dealing with is the repercussions of that. And we're dealing with a culture and children who who does not know any kind of order. When they see black men walking with every other race and having successful relationship, and those wretched women are walking alone with a child and a sim, then it finally will hit them. Yeah, and that's a good point. I understand what you're saying. And this is the thing: the ratchet culture has so been propped up in front of us, and it's not just black; it's whites. I see them too. Who other culture, it's so been propped up inside of us, that in front of us, that we don't even see where is the healthy relationships. Where is it? And what I'm saying that for disturb the pot for 2023 is, man, I'm gonna be real clear. This stuff got to be laid out. I ain't dealing with it. You should be at the point now, after listening to what I've said for years, or even this year, that you are not going to deal with certain kind of stuff in your life. Plain and simple. The misandry, if you don't know what misandry is that it is the hatred. It is the direct opposite or it's just the same as synonym for as women who hate men. And that is misogyny. The misandry that is so prevalent in our culture is crazy. Crazy. You look at some of my posts, you'll see. That's true. What happens to the ratchet wife? I'm gonna tell you what happened. That's true. What will happen to the ratchet? They will be silenced. That's what will happen to them. But the misandry towards men has been on an all time. And this is not a complaint. Oh, we're gonna whine and have a pity party. Oh my God, I don't know what we're gonna do. These women. Oh my God, no. This ain't that kind of party. What we have to do in 2024 is what we have. This is what we have to do. We have to take back the reins of how we are presented inside of social media, inside of media, inside of the world. Plain and simple. No victimhood here. We have to look at how we are being portrayed as men and say, nope, that's not us. This is how we are being portrayed inside of the world. Plain and simple. Clarence, what's going on? Wash hands. Yeah. I'm going to tell you right now. Don't be complaining about how these ratchet girls and they twerking everywhere. They're twerking on tables. Cut them off. Let all the sexy reds and all that. Don't get mad about that. Know this. We in 2024, I'm saying it. You have the receipts, but you now control how you being portrayed in this world, in social media and everywhere. That's why you see me wearing a hat. That's why you see me dressed. That's why you see me with my sons. That's why you see me saying certain things. Why? Because I want you to see this is how the image of a man is supposed to be inside the world. We have that control. We have this power. I didn't even got the color purple yet. And no, I didn't go see it. So how can you talk about it, LDA? I've seen the first one about 5,000 times. But we have to control the image in 2024 on how men are presented inside of this world. And disassociate with anything that's ratchet, anything that does not represent the excellence of who we are. And I know some of you guys be trying to creep and get that ratchet girl because she can do them tricks and backflips in the bedroom. But we have to control the image of how we portray inside of social media, inside of this world, and how we're looked at, because the world is watching. And if you haven't figured out, we control the image. Let me read these comments. That's true. That will show up on the receipts. Right. Got to have a spine and stand on your square. Come on, right there. That's it. You got to have a spine. We got to control the image of how we present it in 2024. I'm not telling you to go get a suit like I like to wear a suit, or get a fedora hat, or to get I'm saying present yourself. When you walk out in the world, people know, oh, that's a man right there. You should be sticking out amongst the crowd because you are a thinking class. Hence the name of this class, of this show, is the thinking class. Oh, he's a man of excellence. When you walk into the room, you should be dominating it without even saying a word, because you control the image of how you present it inside of this world. When I go up to my job on my day off, because I got to take care of business, I'm suited and booted. They don't even know who I am. I went at one time, they thought I was a doctor. Why? Because I control the image of how people see me. You can say all you want. People don't judge you by how you look. Yes, they do. We have to control the image of how we present it on social media. And watch what happens. When we do that, when we set the standard, one thing's going to happen. Women will follow. And if you think about it, it makes it easier for men who actually put the work in all facets of his life. Right. That's what I'm telling you. You control, and I want you to hammer this, get this stuck on you, sticky, whatever the case may be, that you understand that you control the image of how you present it inside this world. That's why you see the images I have when I have on social media. I'm not always in baseball caps. Or you see me in public, I'm real chill, I'm looking nice. I'm showing you myself this year on vacation. When somebody's on vacation, just traveling. Why? Because I got to control the image of how men are presented in this world. If I can do my part and you do your part, we can make a difference. I will not be on here complaining about the behavior. You have not seen me on this platform talk about the behavior of Western women. I do not care. That's where I'm at right now. They can act a fool. They can tear the mother down. I don't deal with them. I want nothing to do with you. Matter of fact, you're not even in my space. You don't even breathe the same air that I breathe. You don't eat at the same restaurants I eat at. You don't even sip the same coffee that I sip. You're not even on my radar. That's how you got a mindset you got to have going in 2024. Anything less, it's your fault. It is, what do we say? It's your own ass fault. It's your own ass fault. Plain and simple. We already know that men have been getting their passports for years. Because they realize that some of the women here are not worth the squeeze. They're not even worth the time. Y'all can get mad about it. You can get upset about it. You must be on the passport jock or something like that. No, I just realized at the end of the day, men want to have family. They love them. They love the women, but they're not dealing with the culture. They're not dealing with all the hip hop array and all that stuff that women are bringing to the table. I'm not going to debate with them. I'm not going to fight them. I'm just going to watch and laugh. You know why? Because why would you waste your energy on someone who does not want to change? I had a post on Instagram that went viral. If you knew how many times I had to redirect the women folks on what the subject matter was and how they attacked me, insulted me, shamed me, sign language. One lady said, "Look at you. You think you are this?" It had nothing to do with the post at all. This lets you know it ain't worth it. And I still haven't got the color purple. So I want to make sure I emphasize that the importance of 2023. We're stirring up the pot because things just the things have to be said and dealt with. It's over with certain behaviors, certain people, and certain places that you're going to be with. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Cash app right there. You guys are giving in. Whoops. Whoa. Drop my phone. Appreciate that. Thank you, Wade. I appreciate that. So I just want to make sure I emphasize that, especially going into 2027, 20. I don't say why am I in 2027, get back to 2024. Control the image that you present out there. Please, as in the words of my grandfather, please don't get mad, just leave. And now I'm gonna say something else. I haven't said this before, and I've been thinking of it, so I'm gonna say it. Because somebody brought it up a little bit in the conversation. I am not about to waste my game with matrix man. Why would you waste? I'm not going to waste my game on matrix minded women who do not want to comply. Thank you for your replenishing thoughts for food, for building positive male image relationship. Thank you. You're welcome. Let me say that again. We've gotten a lot of knowledge in 2023. It's time to really be living the testament. Yeah, be a living testament. The word must become flesh. A lot of masks will fall off in 2000. Man, the masks are coming off now. I'm not about to give you game for matrix-minded women. And I'm all for game. I've been teaching game since before I was doing this. I'm not giving you game for matrix-minded women who do not want to be down with the program. Not doing it. They ain't gonna do it. And they ain't gonna do it. If she not trying, if we define game as moving from point A to point B, understand the female and masculine nature, and understand the psychology of how each of those work. If she ain't willing to go from A to B, game cut off. If she ain't willing to go from A to B, game cut off. Gratitude for the value you provide. You help me every stream, bro. I appreciate that. Let me say that again. It's no time for matrix minded. I know y'all may be thinking I'm being funny. I'm all for game. I teach game and all like that, and understand them. I'm here to tell you, just keep it in $100, whatever you want to call it. I'm just keeping it. It's no time to waste your precious game on matrix-minded women who don't want to go from A to B. If she don't want to go to A to B, cut the game. Cut it. I'm just being thank you. I appreciate that. Cut it. I'm not trying to convince somebody who's not trying to go where I'm trying to go. If you don't want to go, you got to go. Not teaching game for that anymore. If she not interested, I'm not trying to convince her. Go where you celebrate it, not where you tolerate it. Plain and simple. When you do that, women will get the hint. Wait a minute. They're not, if you ever noticed that a lot of women are upset, guys are not approaching us right now. Guys are not wanting to take us on dates anymore. Because you know why? Men are beginning to wake up and say, I ain't dealing with all that entitled behavior. I just seen a skit today prior to coming on the show, and the guy went to go pick up a young lady. She got in the car. It was a skit. And he gets in the car and she just do her hair like this and she crosses her legs. She looked okay, little weave going on, weave and saddling going on. She looked all right, whatever the case may be. And he said, well, I was thinking about taking, where we can eat. Hey, how about we go to Applebee's? She's like, oh, Applebee's? I don't think so. Or we say, okay, I got to back up. What about if we go to O'Charlie's? O'Charlie's? I don't know about it. I was thinking more Ruth Chris. This was the first date. Now, this was a skit. He said, oh, you thinking more Ruth Chris? He didn't say anything. He got out of the car, opened his door, walked around, and said, the date is over. She was like, what? What do you mean? You can't do Ruth Chris? You know, you can't do Ruth Chris. He said, not on the first date. And that's where men are at. That's where men are at. Don't waste your game on women who don't want to go in the direction that you're going on. You're going to. I wish guys would understand that. It took me a minute to understand that. I failed and went for the okie doke, trying to convince women and do my this. Come on. No. If you ain't going in the direction I'm going on, I'm going to say it in the words of my Muslim brothers. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam. Out. LDJ, it's funny because at my job, there's a woman that clearly feels me when I come around. Weeks later, when they see people I talk, versus people I don't kiss butt to, now they turn their heads. See, playing. She's not even the first of the year, right? Ruth Chris is just a chain restaurant. It's not fine dining. Please tell them, Justin Adams. You can turn your head and reject. I mean, it's not my validation. I'm telling you, but it's so many. This is the attitude and entitlement that some women have. And Ruth Chris is what I wanted to go to. Baby, you can't even afford Ruth Chris. You better be happy we go to McDonald's and get a Happy Meal. Or are we going to take you to the corner store and get you a Slurpee from somewhere? I know the chip is going off, but LDA, these are women. The chip is going off in you. But don't let that chip go off in you. Shout out to BGS on that. The soldier, well, I forgot what he called it, the soldier chip going off on you. No. Men, I ain't dealing with that. Don't waste your precious game, your precious attention. Let me say that your time and your attention on someone who's not going in the direction that you're not going in. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. They don't like men that stand on the LDA. If you can't get you to try to, if they can't get you, they try to ignore you. They were never on the program until we get plain and simple. You right on the money with that. That's why I'm saying this. People think I'm being hard or being you seem like a male. I remember somebody, and I'm gonna say it too, and I hope you listening. Somebody said, well, you sound like a male chauvinist. Oh, really? We ain't even got to 2024 yet. And I sound like a male chauvinist. No, I sound like a man who values my time and values my space and he values my money. That's what I sound like. So if you're listening, go back and tell that. As they were saying, shots fired. Matter of fact, I'm going to get that on what's it called? Shots fired. Trying to find it now. Shots fired. Well, see now. Let's do it again for everybody. Shots fired. That's what it is. I'm saying this because when you go into 2024, people are going to expect you to be the same way you were when you were in 2023. If you're not on the receipt, you got to go. They only get power when a man put his head down. Meanwhile, there are women that love men with his head up, both heads up. Oh my God. Uh-oh, you good? Shots fired. Telling you. I wish you guys would get this. I really I'm saying this because we control the image of how men are presented inside of social media and everywhere we go. 2020, thank you. Please, 2024, the year of receipts. Year of receipts. Year of receipts. You got to have some receipts. Now let's get to now I talked about the women upset because you're not approaching them, you're not dealing with them and things like that. The first thing they're going to do is try to shame you and insult you on why you're not dealing with them, because you are no longer going with the program that's been presented to you since you were a kid. It's been about 50. I just heard it this today, I think yesterday or whatever. It's 55 years since it's been programmed. 2024, the year of receipts. I like that. And I want you to realize that. I want you to get that. The next thing I want to make sure we get to is this. We talked about it on Wednesday, but I want to make sure I emphasize it again. Shame and insult are the signs of a low value woman. Shout out KS. Correct. Don't deal with them. Don't try. Well, I can use my game and I can use my mouthpiece and I can say this and say that and I can get them this. Bruh, don't do it. Even the people who teach game like me don't even do it. Don't waste your time. Watch what happens when you do that. Watch what happens when you get on that particular program. The next thing I want to get at is this. We talked about the misandry that's in high gear. It's interesting that this misandry is at high gear at the end of the year. Color purple. It's interesting that the misandry is at high gear at the end of the year. Color purple. I've seen the first color purple. I've seen it so much that I knew the lines in it. We watched it. I watched it when it came out. Then I watched it. We watched it in college. We had the videotape when we would watch it. As much as it's being celebrated, as much as it's been, propped up, you got to be able to read between the lines of how men are presented inside of this narrative. And you can't get mad about it. I'm going to tell you why you can't get mad about it. Because this is their perception of what they see how men are. Not human. Shut up, stay in your place. If you understand the history, I'm going to say something because I never said this. And if they're listening, it is what it is. I'm just going to do this. Shots fired! Shots fired! Let me just say it. So when it initially came out, the book was circulated and where I was younger. I think I was in my teens when it came out, or early teens, when the book first came out, The Color Purple. Everybody was talking about it. My aunts, my grandmother, my other aunts, women around. It was in the library at my grandmother's house, or my grandfather and grandmother's house. I remember looking in the book. I tried to thumb through it because I just wanted to go to the one part, just being real honest. And I was like, oh, okay. So when I finally seen the movie, I was like, oh, okay, this is interesting. And I was wondering why, and men were portrayed that way, but I never, I just, whatever the case may be, I'm just a young kid. And my father, who at the time was a Pentecostal preacher, did not want to see the movie. I was like, why daddy didn't want to go see the movie? Why my daddy didn't want to go see the movie? He didn't really want to go to see the movie because he grew up in that era. And he's seen some things, good, bad, or indifferent, and he did not want to see The Color Purple. And we never had an opportunity to talk about why my father never wanted to see it, besides the fact that he said he didn't want to see it because he grew up in that era and he's seen things happen that he couldn't even he didn't want to articulate or even want to remember. But I remember my grandmother and my aunts, and I think my one aunt flew in or wherever the case may be, and they made it the mission to go watch it when the first Color Purple came out. I was a kid. I really, teenage, I didn't, whatever. But when I finally seen it, and I seen how the women were portrayed, and I seen how the men were portrayed, and in college, by the time I got to college and we watched it so many times, we would make fun of how, the grandfather talked or what Mr. said and all that kind of stuff. We sort of laughed it off, not realizing that they had made the men in the movie, in this narrative, to be the villain. And in any good movie, you do need a villain. You need someone to be vilified in a movie. But what happens is, as much as that we say that this was just a story about that someone that Alice Walker made up and things like that, sometimes our mind doesn't know the things between truth and something that's not real. So even in the case of me watching the Color Purple the multiple times that I watched it, it was still programming to see that men during that time treated women really bad. They said we got support with White Daddy. They treated that men during that era treated women like crap. That's what I initially got from that, and that that Mr. was a cheater, and I seen Harpo, and Harpo was a weak man, that silly, that she, not silly, but whoever Harpo's wife thing, she controlled him, and he had a little side chick on it. Who that Harpo? And things like he was trying to give it a woman that was really treating him well, but then it was so many dynamics that are going on there. Then you seen the Oprah Winfrey's portrayal in there of being this woman, and then being so tough and aggressive, hint, and that she got beat up at the end and had to go to jail and all that. It's so many dynamics of it. This, which is stupid, because back when the Black community was more together and more then when. And this is the thing, and I want you to get that. I'm glad you said that, because I know people gonna log on. They don't like this. They hate Donald Glover. Yeah, they hated Donald Glover after that. They hated him. Danny Glover. They hated him. They hated him. But this is the thing. That portrayal in the movie, whether they thought it was real or fake, was not the true history of what took place back during that time. My great-great-grandfather and grandmother came from Alabama up to West Virginia and lived and had their family. On the other side, my grandmother and my great-grandmother, my great-grandfather came from Mississippi up to Ohio and lived. Was everything peachy keen? No, it wasn't. But one thing they had family. One thing they were together. And as quiet as it's kept, as much as they don't want you to know this, the men protected their women. They were not patriarchs. So I don't want nobody to think I'm saying there was patriarchs going on. The men were not patriarchs in this time. But the little that they had, they stuck together. So this whole narrative that women were just, the Black woman was just out there, love hanging to dry, ain't the truth. Ain't the truth. True story. One of my great uncles got into a little altercation outside of the house. And he came back to the house where my great grandfather was, sitting on the porch, just rocking in a chair. True story. True story. He came on there. I'm not going to say his name. Came up there and said, "Hey, what's going on?" And they chased him. The police chased him back up on him. What's going on? Well, your boy done did this and this and that. My grandfather cocked his gun. Y'all get off my property and I'll take care of him. We don't want no problem, buddy. We don't want no problem. We don't want no problems. And my grandfather did take care of him. So don't tell me that it wasn't black men standing up back then, when I have living proof in my own family that it took place. But the color purple is musical dance, hypnotic dance of Miss Andre. I don't care what I'm just saying. It is re-enter. It was back in the 80s. Now it's brought back out in the 2023 at the end of the year, and it's recharged. The women, they come into the movies in purple. They come in and you're thinking. And I'm all for the people that are acting in it. I'm shout out to them. But at the same token, let me say this. After you watch that, after you've seen that movie, do you want to be with your man? Or do you have a disdain for the men because of what you've seen in that movie? Just keep it 100%. The Miss Andre inside of that movie is diabolical. If we were to make a movie like that, we would have protests. If men were to get together and make a reverse color purple, we would have protests from every organization under the sun. We can't even have a space called the manosphere, or man space, or red pill, or yellow pill, green pill. We can't even have that space without people getting upset. What do you think if we did a movie where we switched the roles and and it was the opposite? And it all happened at the end of the year. And I know everybody may not want to hear this, but it is the truth. And I know a lot of people mad. Oh, what you saying that, LDA? Because we don't want to deal with the hatred that some women have for men. Miss Andre. The other side of it is, we can say, well, it's the feminists. Feminists wants equal rights. Okay. But we're not talking about the other side of it, is that women are in this era, in this hot girls era, in this city girl era, and all that like this. And if you were to be honest and to put a 1, if I'm lying, put it, if I'm lying, put a 1 if I'm telling the truth, or put a 2 if I'm lying. Put a 1 if I tell the truth, I'm about to tell the truth about what I'm saying, or put a 2. 1, do women that you have dealt with or seen online or seen in real life, do they have how can I say it? When dealing with them, do they feel that they are better than you? True, 1. False, 2. Have you seen women who have approached you or you dealt with who came to you as if you are beneath them? 1, true, 2, false. Shots fired! Shots fired! Have you dealt with any woman who you just interacted with and they came off like they're better than you and you're beneath them? Now I'm gonna get to the end of 2024-23. Just be real honest. Y'all ain't gonna get in trouble. Ain't nobody gonna give you a whooping because you told the truth. 1, if you have seen women who came and you're dealt with and they looked at you like, oh, who are you? As if they're better than you. I'm gonna put my 1 in there too. Awesome. Yep, I am. Man. Take the thing over there. The reason why I'm saying this is this point. If men begin to, and since when men start to pick up on that, they want to. Men in general, about okay, don't do that. Don't do. Let me switch this out because I want to. Men in general, men in general are not valued here in this Western. Let me get my camera to act back up. Get connected. Men in general are not valued here in this Western culture. And ain't we ain't about to play the victim. We ain't about to cry. Oh my God, cool man, yeah, we gonna cry. No, I just want you to get a reality of it. That's why I say something about the color purple. That's why I'm saying something about giving game to matrix minded women. Men in general are not valued here in this Western culture. They have not been, the culture has not taught to value man or manhood. If anything, yes, is that there's been a push for top. So I want you to get that. I want you to realize in 2024 how valuable you are as a man. Don't get mad at him. I want you to realize how valuable you are as a man. I want you to realize, wow, the camera want to act up. Make sure everything is plugged in. Let me switch this. I want you to realize how valuable you are as a man. And not deal with, let me get this camera to this bother me because you know I am a perfectionist when it comes to this. Yikes. I want you to realize how valuable you are as a man. 2024 is a year of receipts, plain and simple. When you have tangible receipts to show what you put in your work, it's going to build your confidence. Let me get my camera. I don't know why it's acting up, but as soon as I start talking about that, it got a little choppy. Okay, you want to freeze up. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Now my mouse didn't disappear. If you can hear me, let me know in the chat room while I get my camera back up rolling. It must be the black girl magic working over here. They say, no, we're not going to have them say anything. Don't have them say anything. Cut them off. No, I can't find my mouse. So let's do it like this. There we go. It's a black girl magic. You're going to stop him. Don't get his message out there. 2024 is the year of receipts. You can hear me good. Hear you good, good. I can good. 2024 is a year of receipts. And what I mean by the year of receipts is it's a year of showing your worth. Showing your worth and showing your worth. Where you get out there, there, yeah, that's something my mouse has stopped working now. They heard you talking about the color purple. They said, oh, they're coming for me. The color purple, don't talk about the color purple. Yeah. 2024 is the year of receipts. That means you had to, wow, this is tangible. You have tangible proof of what you have done. There's no game if you have no kind of proof of the game that you have. I said a lot today, and I've said it on purpose. And I'm saying for some guys, if you can, I know it. Wow, this is crazy. I'm gonna get on here. I'm gonna say it again. Some of the best leave. There we go. I see what the problem is. Leave. Don't go out there being a Pookie and Ray Ray somewhere else. I don't know why my mouse is. It's crazy. My mouse is not acting up. Anyway. This is crazy. How we get to talk about this and then everybody got upset about it. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. There we go. Let's see what happens here. It's funny. I begin to talk about this, and they like, we gonna get that LDA. He didn't spoil our fun. No, I'm just being completely honest. Now, this other thing, I want to make sure I emphasize this. 2024. Make sure that you are clear about what you want to do and what you want to accomplish. See, the reason why I'm saying is a year receipt. Wow, this is something that I don't know what it is. After I watched Wolves of Wall Street, I thought I could get rich off stock too. It's just interesting how this is happening. And I want to put this in here. Let's see if I can do it. Okay. It ain't gonna allow me to do it. But this is interesting. I started talking about this and it won't. Mouse won't show up. Let me turn it on, cut it off. There we go. Watch. Anyway, let me take this off because I know I got to do everything manually. In closing, what I want you guys to get, the important thing I really want you to get in 2020, when you have a receipt, I'll make sure I emphasize this. When you have a receipt that has proof that you have completed the transaction. When you have a receipt, it shows that you have proof of a transaction. So the reason why we're saying this year of receipt is to show proof, not to somebody else, but to yourself that I got it, I did it. What happens is a lot of times men, we walk through the journey of life and we have not taken advantage of showing the proof that we have did something, proof of purchase, correct? And what happens is we go to the end of our life and we realize, wait a minute, what was going on? You have no proof that you have did or completed something. And the proof is not for someone else. It is only for you. I'll show you. Here go some receipts I have here. Have you ever bought something and you realize, I got the wrong thing? The only thing that saved you was your receipt that you had. It's the same thing that's going to happen in your life. It is imperative that you have receipts. But this is the catch I want to get at. It's one thing to have the receipts, but it's another thing to decide what you're going to purchase with your mind in 2024. Let me say it again. It's another thing to decide what are you going to purchase with your mind and with your actions in 2024 that you're going to have tangible receipts for. Some of you guys need to clear your vision and decide, what do you want in 2024? Not what I want, not what somebody else wants, not the content creator. What do you really want in 2024? Who do you want to see? Where do you want to go? How do you want to get there? Who do you want to interact with? How much money you want in your bank account? How many people you want to impact? How many people you don't want to deal with? You should have a clear vision. You should have clear vision on what you really want in 2024. I've been talking about it since September, October, November. You should have clear vision on what you want to see happen and say, I will have a receipt for that. I have something on my board. I have a grease board right here. And I have some things I want to see happen in 2020 that I'm going to have a receipt for in 2024. When we needed a new computer and a new mixer here, we put it out there, and now we have the receipts that is working. What in your life do you need to change where you live at? Do you need a better job? Thank you. Write the vision down and be clear on what receipts you want to receive in 2024. Many times the fear that we have is that we're afraid to say what we really want. Many times what's stopping us is that we're afraid to say what we really want. A fear that we may not get it or we might be rejected. What do you really want in 2024? How many women you want to talk to, or whether you want a particular woman? Don't think it's going to jump out the sky and just magically you're going to manifest it. No, it's going to come when you can become clear and definite about what you want. Receipts do come on paper or just you should have some clear vision on what do you want in 2020 to 2024. Not no baby, I'm hoping I'm using this game and wishing it worked. No, what do you really want? Who do you want to see? What country you want to visit? What food you want to eat? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to gain weight? Do you want to go to the gym? Do you not want to go to the gym? What do you really want in 2024? What do you want? Not no hoping and praying and if I do this will happen. If I put this penny with that penny. No. If the new saying now, if you're gonna stand on business and say, this is what I want, and this is not just what I want, this is what I will have in 2024. Be realistic with it and realize that you're gonna have to put in some work for it. And the first work you must put in is in your mind. You don't get what you have not obtained up here. If you have not obtained it up here, you won't obtain it out there. You may obtain it with your works, but you'll lose because you never had it in your mind. What do you really want? Not what you're hoping for, praying for, thinking about, I don't know, maybe this and that. If I think about it, I think no. What do you really want? You had 72 hours or so or more to decide what do you want for 2024. Not what you want for me. What do you want for yourself? And what happens is I think a lot of men have not become selfish enough, and I'm going to say it, to think about what they need for themselves. They have not become selfish enough to think about what they need for themselves. One of the things that's very important that you need to put on your list that you need, I'm going to say this, make sure you take some time to take care of yourself. Take some time to make sure that you take care of you. You need to take mental holidays, mental space holidays. You need to go woosah. You need to go chill, meditate, whatever you need to do. Many times men burn out when they don't live long because they don't take time to take care of themselves. Make sure your health, your mental health, and your spiritual health is in place. That should be a receipt on your list. I like the episode when you ask who taught us about manhood and leadership. Yeah, who taught us? I'm going to make sure that you take care of you. Ain't no need of having game if you ain't taking care of yourself. Let me say that again. There's no need in getting game. And what about this woman? If you ain't taking care of yourself, if you ain't bought no new set of underwear, being selfishly selfish is in a good way. Correct. Let me say that again, because some of you guys, you went right over here. It don't make no sense talking about you. Yeah, I'm gonna take care of myself. I mean, your hole and your underwear got holes in them. Your socks, when you walk, your holes poking through. Shoes ran over. All you eat every day is Doritos. And I like Doritos, the old Doritos. I don't like these new Doritos. If you're not taking care of yourself, you're not getting your teeth clean. You're not resting at night. You're not getting enough sleep. You're not getting an adequate enough amount of water. Why am I saying that? This is all about being leadership and being manhood. Gotta know in 2024, you gotta be able to take care of you. Because if you expected somebody else to do it, baby, they ain't gonna do it. Leadership, like this. I got to work. Leadership has to make sure they are in fine order before they can lead others. Thank you so much, Wade. Right there. Right. Please take care of you. Please take care of you. And I know we men are like, go, 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 go. We got to accomplish everything. We got to do this. We got to do that. We got to do this. We got to run over here. No. Take some time and take some time and take care of you. Start with the simple things. That's why I said make sure your underwear. I say, well, why are you saying underwear, LDA? Pause. Make sure your underwear don't have holes in them. Socks don't got holes. And one thing I do not like is holes in my socks. I throw them away. Make sure your clothes are clean at least. Make sure you're taking care of yourself as a man. Make sure you're eating good or healthy. I'm getting up. I got to go get a doctor. So beside my doctor, I got to get a checkup. Men past a certain age, you got to get that prostate check. Make sure you're taking care of you. The next part of this in 2024, make sure you're in the right mental headspace. Don't be dealing with nobody giving you drama. I don't care if it's your mama, your auntie, your girlfriend, whoever. Don't deal with nobody who's giving you drama. Cut them off. Let them go. It ain't worth it. No stress in 2024. No stress in 2024. A lot of men need to hear that because they've been dealing with a lot of stress, other people's stress, other people's stuff. No stress in 2024. No stress. Please, brothers, do not deal with the stress. Let me see. Make sure you clip them fingernails, toenails. So holes in the side won't be a few holes in the socks. Oh my God. Right. Some of y'all got them bear claws. Be scratching up the bed sheets. Make sure you take care of your mental space. The other thing I want to make sure guys do, make sure you're in your spiritual, that you're in a spiritual place too. I think a lot of times we don't talk about that. We talk about it here, that you're spiritually connected. Dove soap. We're going to talk about that Dove soap. Right. Let me say something. I'm going to go back to you say that Dove soap. Make sure your house is clean. One of the biggest things, I'm going to say this again. I know I'm going way over. I got to go pick up my son. I know he went, where's dad at? Make sure your house is clean. Dishes washed, things are put up, clothes folded. Make sure your own house is clean. If you don't like doing it, have somebody come over and do it. But I want you to make sure you do the fundamental things like Wade was saying. Your leader must make sure that he's fine first before he can lead others. Make sure your house is clean. Make sure your bed is made. If you don't have a bed, you're sleeping on a pallet, make sure at least the bed is folded up. How are you going to invite someone to your house when you don't have extra towels already? Right. What's she going to wash with her hand? Everything matters. I'm saying that for 2024 because I really want guys to really understand that. And the last thing, because I do got to go, and I don't know why my mouse is not working. I'm going to get this mouse. You're going to get it. You're going to get a whooping. The next thing is, (2024) get out of your comfort zone. Get out of your comfort zone in 2024. Get out of your comfort zone in 2024. Get out. I'm gonna do like the parents do. Get out of your get out of your comfort zone in 2024. I promise you, you will thank me at the end of the year. Get out of your comfort zone. Complacency was going to rob you from moving forward. Get out of your comfort zone in 2024. Yeah, that tight lip. Yeah, that tight lip. Get out of your comfort zone in 2024. Go explore. Go experience things that you normally wouldn't experience. Get out of your comfort zone in 2024. Do things that you would not normally do. And I'm speaking to myself, but I'm also saying it to you guys. The last thing I want you to make sure you get. The last thing I want you to get. I don't know everybody. I don't know people's financial places and where they are financially. It's none of my business. But I will say this. Increase your bottom line in 2024. See, it ain't going to happen unless somebody challenges you. Increase how much money is going in and decrease how much money is going out. Let me say it plainly. Increase the amount of money that is coming into the house and decrease the amount of money that's going out. Increase the amount of money that's coming in your house and decrease the amount of money that's going out. Get the bag. Increase the amount of money that is coming in your house and decrease the amount of money that's leaving out. The world belongs. He who has to go, please finish the rest. Increase the amount of money that's coming in and decrease the amount of money that's going out. Get the bag. Some of y'all are comfortable at the amount of pay that you're getting. You should not be comfortable with the amount of pay that you're getting. Well, this is a ceiling, Elder. Yeah, you don't understand. I'm at this. You should think about, I need a raise, or I need a better job, or whatever the case. I got a side hustle, whatever, a legal side hustle. I got to do a bid. I got to increase the bag in 2024. I have to increase the bag in 2024, plain and simple. Y'all got quiet in. Uh-oh, crickets. Uh-oh, I guess I got to play my thing. Okay, that's a good question. How do we increase our finances without a second job? Great question. And I'm gonna give you the answer. Who said that a second job is the only way to increase your finances? Who said, and I know you asked it. I know you asked it. That's a real question. Who said that money you can only increase? Who said that a second job is the only way you can increase your financial status? Who's bamboozled you? Who's tricked you to say that's the only way that you can get money legally? I have to say legally, because I want you to say, yo, man, I got into the dope gang. Dope, man. LDI increased my bottom line, bro. You right, man. I'm rolling. And then next week, you in the feds. No, You have to take your blinders off and say, there's multiple ways that I can increase my bottom line. There are millions of ways, and a second job is not always it. Yeah, legally. That's why I got to say legally on here, because I want you to be like, yo, man, I got into the game, man. I'm like, I'm rolling these rocks, ready rocks over here. Nah, bro, don't say LDA told you to do that. Stay stay in honor for sure, right? But there are legal ways. Let me say this, because I got tied up into this too. There are so many ways that money can come to you, not just by a side job, by a second job. I had an Aunt Dolores. She's going on to be with the Lord. Rest in peace, Aunt Dolores White. She worked 2 jobs as long as I known her. And between the jobs, she'll drink a 6-pack of I think it was Budweiser, or she might have Schlitz, or whatever the case may be. That was her life. She always worked 2 jobs since I known her. She'd go to one job and then she'd go to I don't even know what she did. I got to ask my aunts. But my great aunt Dolores worked 2 jobs for the longest time. But that was her mindset. I'm not saying something against getting a second job, but I'm also saying take the limits off. There's multiple ways for money to show up in your life. We just have to take the blinders off. There's multiple legal ways. Let me say that again. Legal, for those in the back of the room, back of the stadium. There's multiple legal ways for you to get multiple streams of income in 2024. Legal. I don't want nobody to talk about, I'm in the game now. I got that dog. I don't want to hear about the dog food. I want to hear about you got the ready box. You have to rolling and moving and grooving. Now you become the weed man, illegal weed man, and you don't have a dispensary. I want to hear that. I want to hear you. I ain't talking about robbing nobody. No, we ain't talking about that. There's legal ways. Multiple ways. There's stocks, and going into the stocks. There's crypto. There's you can do remote, whatever the case may be, or you increase your bottom line with the job that you had, or find another job that pays you more. There's multiple ways that you can get money, honey, in 2024. You can learn about AI. Hint. You can go into Amazon. They have a whole Amazon suites, or whatever it's called. I forgot what it's called. AWS. You can learn about that. Maybe you can get your Google certification, and they start off at 50,000 plus, 70,000, 6 figures plus, and you get a certain certifications. I'm just saying there's multiple ways to get you. Maybe you got a talent that you know how to cook. Maybe you can get your cook on. Maybe if there's multiple ways, maybe you don't know how to cook. Maybe you know how to put signs together. You figure out a way. There's many. The thing of it is, we have not looked in our toolbox, and we have not looked in our personal toolbox of who we are, and realize it can be of value to somebody else. We have not looked into our personal toolbox of who we are and realize what we have can be of value to someone else. We have not looked into our personal toolbox and say, you know what? I got something of value that I can charge for. You may know how to buy pencils at a discount, whatever the case may be. You got to figure out in 2024, okay, well, this is what I can do. The door is wide open. You just gotta open it up. Brainstorming heart. You saying something though, bro? Thank you. There's things that you have in your hand that you can take, and actually money can show up. I share with my sons the way I've been sharing with my sons since they were kids, that it's easy to make money. I can call either one of them now. They say, yup, he said that it's easy to make money. But what I didn't tell them was that how easy it is to make money is also easy. You got to be easy to maintain money, but also too, you got to look what's in your hands, what you have, your skill set, what you know, what you can teach. that you can charge for. My son, I'm gonna give you an example. My youngest son, love him. I love both of my sons. My youngest son, he's into weightlifting and he's very technical with it. He can break things down. He can break things down on what muscle you need to use. He can tell you what you need to eat. He can create a program for you. That's what my youngest son can do. And he's at an Ivy League school, not bragging, since we were talking about earlier. He's at the Ivy League school in a business program. But check this out. All that right there that he has in his arsenal, he's going to give away a workout plan for free to somebody. I said, no, man, don't you do that again. Don't you do that again. Don't give up another workout plan from the information that you know for free. Even if you just charge $20 and they cash app you, you got to realize that what you know and what you have poured into yourself and invest in yourself is of value. I said, next time you charge them. Okay, Dad. You charge them. Why? Because he has a skill set that the person who want to lift weights and get weight gain don't have. And he has to charge for that. Y'all just ain't been looking in the right book. Right now in my hand is Thou Shalt Prosper, a book by Rabbi Daniel Lampin, The 10 Commandments for Making Money. I know exactly about that book. I thought I had it. I might have it on my phone. See? Right? You having your ability right now to make that money. I'm trying to in so many ways and taste it. I'm trying so many ways. I taste it. It's so close. Now let's get your language right. And this is for everybody, even for me. Try. I'm gonna change your sentence around so we can get it, because language matters when it comes to these things. Because you get one thing right, which I like, which is the taste part. We're going to get that part out of there. There are many ways that are working for me, and I can taste it right now, right here and now. There are many things that are working. There are many ways that are working for me right now, and I taste it right now. What I'm saying is I'm getting you from the place that is far away from you to the place that you already possess it right now. That's all I'm doing. It's not, trust me, you're going to thank me later once you get it. You already have the ways. And when you realize that you're the giver and the receiver, that you are the person who determines what comes in your life and what does not show in your life, it changes your perspective. It changes how you deal with it. I already have the answers right now. I'm already close. I'm not that I'm close to it. I have it right now. He that haveth should be given, and he that haveth not should be taken away. So no longer am I'm trying is weak, plain and simple. I have many ways that money is coming towards me. I taste it right now, and it is so close that it's here right now. Language change. Just a simple language change. I'm already open to receive. I'm gonna take that even now. Even now, I'm already open to receive, because we said that a couple of years. So I'm gonna get you past that. You already open to receive. I've already have received everything that I want. I've already have received it. So you don't pray for it. You just say, I declare it. And that's how we pray, brothers and sisters. Yeah. Pray as if you already have it. So you even get past the place of, I know people don't like this. My religious people don't like it. You sound like you're talking some spiritual legal stuff. You come to the place. See, listen. Do you have to pray for a sandwich? Do you have to go pray for a sandwich? Lord Jesus, I pray that I get a sandwich with bologna and cheese and some mustard on it and bread. I pray right now for a sandwich. No, you go in the refrigerator, you go get the sandwich because you already have it. Also, if you're going to do anything, don't do it halfway. Yeah, it's all intertwined, right? So you already have the sandwich. So you already have. That's why I'm saying hint, hint. The year of receipts. Why do I say it was the year of receipts? I want you to get to the place that you already have what you want. That's why I say the year of receipts. Do you have to do something? Yeah, you got to do your part. The biggest thing that you're going to have to do is convince yourself that you already have it. That's the biggest thing you're going to have to do. Let me give you some game then. I remember this girl, I lived in Atlanta. I always talk about when I lived in Atlanta. This young lady, she was a teacher. I think she was a nurse, matter of fact. Teacher or nurse, where the kid. She was a teacher. She was cold. She was thick in all the right spots. She was like Wendy's, going to getting the Wendy's, one of them chocolate thing you licking. It just, she was thick in all the right places. I met her. We went on a little date here and got some wing stop or where we went to go eat. We eat when we was down there. And I was like, man, I want her. But you know how I said I want her. I want her. You know what kind of one I wanted her. I wanted to have fellowship with her. So we talked on the phone. Hi. So what I did was, and then she sort of got cold for a little bit. So I was like, all right. Every time I'm about to call her or she's going to call me, I say, all right, got her. And I let it go. Like, all right, got her. So it was, summer was going toward the end. And she reached out and said, hey, why don't you come over? I said, why? You want me to come over? I said, where you live at? She lived somewhere. It was weird. I was like, man. So I was like, all right. And I realized I had to make sure it was a safe place where she lived at. But she lived in a good spot. And I went over there and she had said, she made some dinner. So we ate, whatever, talked. And the only thing about it, she had a young daughter. I was like, man, it ain't going down. It ain't going down. It ain't going down. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be, I want to be, clap. And her, her young daughter was there. But she told her daughter, okay, sis, it's time for you to go to bed. But I'm not sleepy. And I'm just sitting there like, uh-oh, what's about to happen? It's time for you to go to take a shower and go to bed. I was like, uh-oh. So she got her. She said, excuse me, I'm going to get my daughter together. She's going to sleep. I said, oh, okay. So she got her together and she went to sleep. And it was like light outside. I was like, this is going to be crazy. What's going on here? So finally, she checked and little daughter went to sleep. And then what happened then, she's like, hey, when we come into the room, and I'll be right back because I got to take a shower. Why don't you just lay down here? It's sort of late. Why don't you just lay down? Okay. I said, man, I don't know. This is set up. What's going on here? So she laid down. I mean, she went to go take a shower. She came back. She had a robe on. And she said, oh, I just want to lay next to you. And I realized with the robe, she ain't had nothing on underneath the robe. And I decided it's time to disrobe this whole situation. True story happened. I'm not going to tell you what year, and I'm not going to tell you who it was. My point of saying all that is to get you the point that I already decided that I was going to have her. I didn't force it. I didn't try to make it think. I didn't try to, nope. I was like, I have her. The particular technique I use, I got to be careful saying it because it's a technique that's something I did. But in essence, I had it. Not just once. I went to the ice cream shop 2 times. I'm using that as a live example so you understand that when you realize that you already have it, you can settle down. You can say, you know what? It's a done deal. I hope y'all got something from that story. Lord, not the daughter going to sleep while it's still daylight outside. Yeah. Hope you got something from that story. Man, but the daughter did go to sleep when it was still daylight outside. I was like, woo, it's about to go down today. I'm saying that Not so much because of the conquest. I'm saying it because I want you to realize want you to understand when you have it, it's done. It's done. Done, 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 done. So you realize that you already, that's why we go into the receipts part. What I'm saying going to the receipts part, because the receipts, when you realize that you had a receipts from it, you already have proof of purchase. That's why I'm saying that you're receipts. You have proof of purchase. And when that young lady, I already had the proof of purchase before the proof of purchase. I already know that I was going to don't. I already knew what was going to happen. When she came in there with the robe on, she had one of them, it was a black robe, like one of them Chinese, Oriental robes on. I said, oh yeah, it's going down. And I went to town. I was doing Pilates. Shoot, I just practice how I feel in my body since I already have it. Correct. But then you have actions that you take that you get inspired to take. Think about it. You took action by getting that book. What was the name of that book? Because I got to scroll up now with the book you had, because it was a good book. And I believe I had it because it was a very good book. The book was Thou Shalt Prosper. That was all part of the program. You start doing things. I'm like, I don't know why I'm reading this book. I don't know why I'm doing this. I feel like calling to somebody, because you're in the place of already having it. Man, it look dark outside, like it's gonna rain. Plus, I gotta go get some of my jerk chicken, get something to eat. You already have it. That's why I'm saying receipts. That's why I gave that story about that, because I know y'all will understand that story very well. Very, very well. Because I already in my mind knew I already had that girl. I already had her. If I was to give more about in detail at work, even about money showing up, already have the money. I remember, I'll give you an example. I remember I was going on my first cruise with this young lady years ago. And we were going, I forget, we was going to the Bahamas. And I was like, dog, I got to pay for the cruise and I got to have money. I was like, dog, what I'm gonna get this money for? Because I got to pay my rent, I got to pay a car, I got to pay for this. I was like, where all this money gonna come from? I got nervous. I ain't gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you the honest God truth. I got nervous, like, oh man, where this money gonna come from? It's like, oh boy. Midway do paying the money every month. You pay through Carnival. We went through Carnival. I was able to pay for the cruise, but some came up at the job where they had overtime for anybody who wanted it. Do you hear me? Somehow in the middle of the year, they had overtime, and they don't normally give overtime. So you would stay over like 2 or 3 hours at a night after your shift. So I was like, oh, really? What are you guys doing? We just need you to stay here and do this, move this around and work with this. I said, really? Now, in my mind, I know I had to pay for this trip to go. I had to fly from where I was to Cleveland down to Miami. We got to pay for the hotel, and then we got to pay for going to the Bahamas. I was like, I don't know where all this money will come. But it's interesting. Once I made up my mind that I'm going to the Bahamas, and I'm no advocate for nobody traveling with no money. You need to have money when you travel. I end up getting overtime, and that money that I got, the couple checks that I got the overtime, was able to tie me over with that when I was in the Bahamas and Miami, and I was able to stunt like I wanted to stunt. Plus, I was with somebody else. I was with somebody who had money. I want y'all to get that part. I was with somebody who wasn't broke. She had money. She had money. Just want to get you to emphasize that. But the opportunity came up because I said, I need to have extra money when I go on this trip. And here the overtime showed up. Once the overtime showed up, I was able to take that, stack that away, and take that on a trip to fly down to Miami, meet up with a young lady. We met up, we stayed on the strip down in Miami. Then I was able to go. We went to the Bahamas and I had a great time. See, sometimes what's holding us back is our mindset on how it's going to happen instead of deciding what we want to do or where we want to go. That's what's holding us back many times, is that we haven't decided what we really wanted, and we trying to figure out how we're going to do it. When you get to the place that you already have it, that you said, you know what, I'm going there. Like I have a destination spot for 2 destination spots for next year. One of the destination spot, you got to have $2,000 in your bank account. $2,000 in your bank account, and you got to pay for your flight and hotel space where they got to know where you're going to be at to even go there. Why am I saying that? I'm already there. I already got my tan. I already put suntan lotion. For all you black people who think that we don't, so all you black people, let me help you black people out, because some of y'all black people don't believe this. Don't you believe that lie? You need suntan lotion when you go to these different spots. Get some suntan lotion. Protect your skin. You say you're loving this game. Appreciate that. LDA in rare form and to the end. Yeah, I'm in rare form because I normally don't go this far. But get some suntan lotion. But I'm gonna say this again. So I already have the suntan lotion on me at the destination. I'm already eating the cuisines from that particular place. I'm already there. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you how far I'm going. I see myself. I'm at the place. I'm making the flight back from the destination. What's going on, y'all? Good to see you. Love in 2000 Thinking Class family. No super chat. Yeah, super chat should be there. I don't know what happened. They took my super chats up. They took the super chats up. They ain't got my channel. There should be some super chats. You already have the outfit plan. I have my outfit that I have on going back from the airplane. Let me check and make sure my super chat is good. It should be going. Dang, but I got my channel. Let me say that again. I already have my outfit. I already have my outfit on what I'm going to be wearing on a plane trip back. See how far I'm going? I am. Let me go to earnings. Okay, we don't want that, right? They go here. Okay, yeah. Super. Yeah, everything going. There we go. There we go. There we go. I already have the outfit on. Do you hear me? Let me get to where you guys are. I don't know. My mouse is not working. I appreciate that. I already have the outfit on coming back from the destination. Do you see how far gone you got to be? That's why I'm saying the 2024 is a year of receipts. I already see myself on the plane ride back. Hi, please, they're gonna be doing like this. That's how far gone I am. I see the flight attendants doing like this on the plane trip back. Appreciate. Wow! Shout out to Yahoo for the end of the year. End of the year. Shout out to you for that $50. Appreciate that. Thank you so much right there. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. So you should be so far gone where you on the plane, wherever you trying to do, you You're not at the end destination. You passed the end destination. So I'm ordering the flight back, and I'm coming back on YouTube telling you how that flight was. What did I do down in that particular location? That's where I'm at. I'm not focused on the location. I'm focused on coming back from the location. If I'm focused on coming back from the location, it proves that I was at the location. Appreciate that, Yahoo, for that $50 into the thinking class. Appreciate that at the end of the year. So I want you to really get this. Really get this. That's why I'm saying that your receipts. You go not just to the end, you go past the end, where you already there, where you coming back from the trip. I've already hear myself telling people about the trip. Thank you. That's what you're doing. That's how you do it. If it's a building that you're trying to get, somebody trying to give it, or it's a new place, man, you see yourself telling your family, hey, I got this new spot. You go past what the desire that you want. You go to the place where you not just have it, but that you're talking about it from a sense that, hey, it's already a done deal. I've done this so many times. I've done this so many times. Shout out again to Yahoo thank you again for that $50 into the thinking class. Thank you so much. I got to get some more graphics and put up here. I'm going to work on that too. But I want you to get this. So your 2000. So if you really catch what I'm saying, that your receipts have proof of purchase. It shows that you already have what you desire, and then you at the end. That's why I gave the example. I see myself on the plane looking out the window, because I got a window seat. Looking out the window, like, man, I had a great time in this particular location. The food was good. The sights were good. The people were good. Oh, it feels so wonderful. It feels so good. So you're saying, well, somebody say, well, how do I get the question about second job? Oh man, I just checked my banking account and look what I just seen. I just checked my bank. Look what I just seen. I'm getting you past the end, because most people want to focus on the end of obtaining, to the place. I want to get you past the place of obtaining something to the place where you already have it, past that place to where you're talking about it like it's already done. There's no need for me to talk about a computer, because I already have a computer. Why would I talk about a computer? I already have a computer. Why would I talk about a camera when I already have a camera? Why would I talk about the phone when I already have a phone? So you talk about it as if you already passed the place of already possessing it. That's the real game. That's what they're not telling you. When we needed a new mixer for this show, what do? We went out and looked at it. We talked about it. People gave towards it. Why? Because we wanted a new mixer, so we have great sound, that I'm not choppy, and I'm not like I'm in a closet somewhere talking, that we have good mics and things like that. So that's what we did. Guess what happened? Money showed up from the giving, people giving, and then money showed up to pay for it. Cash, not prayed for, paid for. The same way God speaks the world into existence. Right. I'm extending myself. I got to call my son. This is the real game. All the other stuff goes behind all of this. It's really, when you realize that you create your world, that's the real game. Because I was at a place, I'm like, I was thinking, how am I gonna get $2,000 in my, not that I can't get, not that I can get $2,000, but I was thinking, I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna be honest, because I was talking to one of my buddies, shout out to him. I was like, man, I'm gonna get this $2,000 in my account, and I gotta pay for airfare, and I gotta pay for a hotel place, I gotta pay for all that, and I gotta show proof of it, then I gotta get a visa. I'm thinking about all these things and said, you know what? And saying, let me focus on, I'm coming back from the destination. I didn't spend a week there. I'm coming back from the destination. That's what I have to focus on. I have to focus on, not saying that I don't need to focus on the $2,000 that you need to have the visa, the $80 for the visa and things like that. No, focus on I'm coming back from the place. Even with this hat, I've seen this hat before. I seen it on, I tried it on. What happened on Christmas? Somehow the hat showed up in my possession. Not prayed for, not stolen, but given. And it fits like a charm. It fits like I want my hats to fit. Some people like their hats on top of their head like that, looking like Stymie. But I want my hats to sit down like this because I wanted to hit like that. And I'm thankful for the hat. But I've seen the hat already, but I already see myself wearing it already. Please pick up what I'm putting down today. I done said a lot from Color Purple to this. And I got 2 minutes left, I believe. But I want you to pick up what I'm putting down, what I'm talking about this. 2024 is yours for the taking. Especially when you're talking about the money, honey. It's yours for the taking. I'm willing to take a couple questions before I leave because I got to go pick up my sons. I hope you guys got something from this. If you have any questions on what we talked about, don't ask me how to bake a pie, bake a cake, because I ain't going to tell you that because I do know how to do that. But if you got questions on what we talked about, you have simple questions we can answer. And if not, I'm going to cut out because I got to go pick up my son because I know he's like, where's dad at? He ain't called me or text me yet. What time you coming? But I want you to, you have any questions right now before we go into 2024? I'll probably do a stream I'm going to do a stream on the 1st just to get everybody your receipts. But if you have any question, and if you don't have your passport, please get your passport. Please get your passports. Please get your passports. Passports loaded. Please get your passports. Not just for the kitty cat. I got to say that for some people. Tips for letting go of old beliefs. I'm going to give you the quickest tip that you can ever get. Who told you had old beliefs? If you think that you have old beliefs and that you need to get rid of them, you're going to always be fighting your old beliefs. Who told you had old beliefs and habits? Go to the place where you are now in the belief that you want to have and the habits that you want to have. Whatever we fight, we unite. Who told you had old beliefs? Ellie, why are passports such a big deal nowadays? I'll give you an example why passport. I'm going to tell you why passports are a big deal. Of course, on social media, we have the Passport Brothers, we have the Blue Book Gentlemen, we have the Passport Bros, we have the Passport Joes, we have the Passport Movement and things like that. Passports are important right now, especially for men. The reason why passports are important for, I'm going to say for men, and I'm going to say this, people ain't going to like it. You need to expand your mental palette outside of the United States. It is a big deal because a lot of men are just, I know guys that I grew up with who had never left St. Clair, or they never left the streets, or they never left their community. And what happens is their mental palette is only but so big. So you need a pass. I think it's imperative. I told my sons multiple times. Lucky my oldest son is in the military, so he gets to travel, get to see things. It expands you as a person and it expands you as a man. I think it's imperative that every man has their passport. If you can't get it, do what you need to do. Go explore the United States. But you need to get out of just what's here. Explore the culture, explore the arts, explore the people, explore the foods, explore people who think differently from you. And the reason why it's such a big deal is because what happens is if all you see is what's in front of you, your perception of life is not going to change. My perception of a beach, we have a beach here in Cleveland, Euclid Beach and Edgewater. But it wasn't until I went to Benemy this year and I was able to look down into water and I can see my hand and I can see a fish flying, swimming by. And the beach was clean. And the food was crystal clear. And that I realized the beach that we have in Cleveland. And no shade at Cleveland because I'm from Cleveland. Cleveland is the city that I come from. And we just went to the playoffs, the Browns. But seriously taking the beach in Benemy and the beach at Cleveland is completely different. One you can see through and one you can't see through. One is toxic and one is not. One, the water is so clear you don't know, you can't tell the sky from the water. That's why it's important for men to get their passports. I know the whole thing that women get upset with, and some guys get their panties in a pinch about some guys just traveling to get the kitty cat, to get the box. Man, that's a sideline thing. I know it's going to be guys who are going to be thinking with their phallus. That's all they want to do is how many women they can conquer. I understand that part. But once you understand that you, as a man, is to expand your mental palette so that you can expand who you are, that when you were young, when you get older, you have something to talk about. Oh yeah, I've been over to blah, 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 I've been over to blah, 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 blah. I experienced this. I tried this food. It expands you as a person. You can't tell me what a good beach is now after I've been to Benemy and I've seen the beaches there. Because all I seen was the beaches that was here at Euclid Creek or Euclid Beach, and they murky and watery, and the fish look tired. That's why it's so important to do that. You said I got mines in 2008, and it's never been that serious. I flew out not for box. Good. There's more than the block. Correct. People. Let me read this. People been traveling the world since the beginning of time. People just need someone to blame. Correct. Plain and simple. That's why I'm saying. Only reason why Passport Bros and Joes and Blue Blick Gentlemen is because it's in social media and because women are upset about it. Expand the mental planet, learn new language, try different foods, enjoy the culture. Thank you. That right there. That's that right there. Do you know what kind of man you will become if you expand your mental palate and you learn a new language, which I got to learn? Try different foods instead of trying some collard greens and cornbread, and try something different. You have fresh fruit. That's the part. I have that issue. I live in DC. It's my playground in real life, but I got my passport and I'm going to Cabo real soon. Thank you. See? Right there. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But I got my passport and I'm going to please go. When you come back, you can be like, I should have been had left. I should have been got myself out of here. Uh-oh. See, you trying to start something. Women are upset because they won't pick of suckers to get. Correct. That's what it is. See, once a man expands his mental palate, the women don't look the same. Ooh, thank you for the confirmation, fam. Right. Women are upset because they won't have to pick up suckers to choose from. Correct. But once you get out there and you expand your mental palate, you learn a new language, you get to interact with different people. You get to learn new dances. Maybe you need to go to Africa, maybe you go to Brazil, maybe you go to Eastern Europe. Hint, hint for all your brothers. Eastern Europe. Eastern Europe, hint, hint, Turkey, Them Eric, yeah, instant Cabo. I mean, I'm not saying it correct, but y'all go expand your go see something outside. Trust me. Suckers and chumps they can control. If it's not you'll always hear. If he was a real man, yeah, you always hear. If he was a real man, I hope so. I got homesick fast. I'm trying. I'm talking 2 days later. I wanted to go home. Okay, may not be the place. Go somewhere else. But you got as a man, and it's imperative that we expand our mental palettes. We got to expand our mental palettes. Like my brother said, men from the beginning of time have been migrating from one location to the next location. This ain't nothing new. It just happened to be blue. But if your whole goal is to just get kitty cat, that's gonna wear thin soon. That's gonna wear out very fast. I'm already showing my receipt of Vietnam. See, the beaches was amazing. See, there you go. You getting it. But I'm saying it's so important that men. I'm gonna say it from the top of my lungs. And I understand the passport movement and all like that and things like. I understand the debates between the guys with game and the guys were saying that you don't need a passport and things like. I understand the whole mindset. I understand that. They already lost that mindset, right? Women are not the end and not the thank you. They're not the end game. If you think the women are the end game, you already lost. And guess what shows up on my phone? 304s. Look what shows up look what shows up. If all you want is 304s, you see what's on my screen? If all you want is 304s, you already messed up, bro. If all you want is 304s, you already messed up. They are down there. You are the game, right? 304s just happen to show up on my. If all you want is 304s, bingo. I'm just saying. What's the angel number? 304? Right. Now, I will say this too. Let me say this. Let me help some people out because I gotta say it because y'all ain't nobody you're gonna keep it 100%. Some of you guys need to go down. Some guys, let me put my purpose what I'm saying. Some guys need to go down there and get that treatment. Let me say that. Some guys need to go and get that treatment from women. Y'all better stop playing, stop pretending like y'all all holier than thou and that you don't do nothing, that you don't want something. Some guys need to go and get that treatment. Need to go get that what treatment? Don't pretend like you, oh no, man, I'm just going to get the food. I'm just going to try, I'm just going to learn a new language. Como te llamas? Me llamo bien. Or coche. Some guys, you need to go down and get that treatment. Keep it 100 with yourself. Don't play yourself. Keep it 100. Keep it 100. See, when you keep it 100 and don't have control of you, you need to go get that treatment. You probably need to go to Thailand and get a real massage. Keep it 100. Don't pretend. Don't come up here and try to act like, no, man, I ain't like that. I'm done with the 304s. You know you want the treatment. You know you want the foot massage. So it's about have fun out the country. So I said, keep it 100. You know you want the treatment. Don't go on there. I'm not going on there for the ladies. I ain't not gonna do that. No, you want the treatment. Be honest that you want the treatment. You want the treatment. Keep If you keep it 100, you be honest with yourself and be honest with yourself first. You know you want the treatment. You want to see what it's hidden for. Keep it 100. I don't know why people be pretending on these social media. I know I didn't go down there for that. I'm just going down here to go to the beach. I am just going down there to do this. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be praying at the church. No, you're not. You go down there for the treatment. You go down there for that work. You want to see what it's hidden for. Stop pretending. Stop pretending. Guys who pretend like that's what I don't like. I don't like that. Just be honest. Yeah, man, I want to see what it's hitting like. They say the black women like this. They say the African women are like this. They say the women in over in Eastern Europe like this. You want to find out. Just be honest. Be completely honest. Stop pretending. Hey, no, man, I'm above that, man. I'm a soul brother. I'm a passport Joe. I don't do all that. Be honest, man. You want the treatment. Once men be honest about it, you mean you can get past it, because you're gonna go down there and you're gonna see a lot of women wherever you go. Just be honest that this is what you want. Once you can be honest, you can move past it. The real game is honesty, right? Just be honest. Just be honest what you want. Women nowadays in church aren't really worth too much. They have a different mindset. It's not good for a relationship, right? So you want to find out? Go there and find out. Don't stop all this, man. I'm using my passport. I'm gonna be just sitting on the beach. You're gonna be looking to. Stop playing. You want to see what it's hidden for. You want to find in the boxes what it is. Stop pretending, brother. I'm gonna be just praying every day while I'm down there. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. Stop pretending. Stop pretending. You want to see if the water is wet. Plain and simple. When you can admit that, you on your way to going to the next level. Yeah, you want to see if the water is wet. You want to find out if the water is really wet. He said, "Here to investigate." He said, "I'm here to investigate." Yeah, you want to find out if the water is wet. Plain and simple. When guys be telling me, I'll be watching them on the things. No, man, we doing this. You want to find out the water is wet. Stop pretending. The beach is a beautiful spiritual awakening, looking at the sunset reflecting of the beautiful blue water. You can tell that, but you want to see if the water is wet. Travel for you, right. But you don't pretend like you ain't everybody going down there. You don't want to find that the water is wet. Guys be tripping me out saying that. Oh man, I'm just going down there. You want to find the water is wet. Plain and simple. It's okay. You a man. You want to find out the water is wet. Plain and simple. But don't come up here talking about you don't. People be tripping me out. I'm just keeping it 100%, and I'm still going. I know I got to get going. Just be honest. You want to find the water is wet. When you do that, you save yourself so much headache, and you're not controlled by it. I got another buddy of mine. I ain't gonna say, if I say this here, you'll know who I am. So I ain't gonna say the particular word. He wanted to find out the water was wet. He found out that the water was wet, and he enjoyed it. But just keep it 100. Don't pretend. Don't come up here on these YouTube channels and no, man. Yeah, you wanted to find out along with everything else. You wanted to find out if the women going to treat men better down there. Are they better for relationships? Are they better wives? You want to find that out. Plain and simple. I'm not going to be up here pretending. Keep it. Less control of others over you. Less control of others over you means more power, LDA. Would you agree? Less control of others over you means more power. Okay, I need you to rephrase that so I can understand what you're meaning before I say yeah or nay. But I will say, from this point, if you rephrase that, I will say that power is not power is not given, is taken. Power is not given, it is taken. But please rephrase that question and I can answer it a little better. Then I'm going to get ready to go because I'm hungry. Rephrase that question and I'll get to that. But power is not given, it is taken. That's what most people want. Most people miss. Power is not given, it is taken. How is it taken if you give it, if you're never given? How is it taken if you're never given? How is power taken if it's never given? So if somebody takes something from you, you didn't gave it up involuntarily. if somebody takes something from you, you involuntarily gave it away. You involuntarily gave it away. So power is taken and not given. That means no one's going to give you power. You must take it. No one's going to give you a job. You got to go get a job. No one's going to give you ice cream just because you're a cool person. You got to go say, hey, I want the ice cream. No one's going to give you 50 cents. You got to say, you know what? I want my 50 cents raise. No one's going to just give you a raise just because of who you are. You got to say, I want my 50-cent raise. Power is taken and not given. Because if I give it to you, I can also take it away from you and I can control you. Power is taken and not given. If others have less authority over you, that means more power retained within you. Correct. I will agree. I agree with that completely. If others have less authority over you, that means more power retained within you. Correct. And the reality of it is you determine who has authority over you, not outside of you, on the inside of you. You heard from my sonny. If others, you got to realize you determine who has authority over you. They do not. You decide who you're going to submit to. That's how it works. With that being said, I hope I answered that question. Just get ready for 2024. We already geared up. I'm gonna pop up on Monday on the 1st. Let's get this. Let's do this. Shout out to everybody. Appreciate you. This has been a wonderful year. We're gonna change everything up. I'm about to clean everything off of this thing because I want everything redone, redone, and we're gonna get it. Let's go. Salute to the thinking class. Let me read what you wrote here. That's why I push for sovereignty. I obey street lights and the laws, but I can't give it freely like everyone else. Correct. Appreciate you. Salute to everyone. Salute. Salute to you. Let's get it. Salute to the brothers in the thinking class, the women that listen to. Salute to you. 2024. Let's make it happen. Salute to you. Yeah. All right. Oh, we got to end it. 2024. We about to get this. I got to get my receipts up. Let me get my receipts up for 2024. I will not allow these people to have more receipts than me. I'm not going to allow that to happen. I'm gonna have more receipts up. I got a thing on. I'm gonna have thing on. Me do me. I'm not gonna allow the thinking class to outdo me with receipts. I'm gonna have some of receipts. They're gonna think I'm bragging. Damn, they ain't ready for me. I'm gonna have my receipts up. I'm not gonna allow them to have my. Oh shoot! Let me cut this. Let me cut this camera off and cut this mic. I'm not gonna allow them to have more receipts than me. I'm gonna be the receipt king this year coming up. Gonna be so many receipts, they're gonna be sick of me. You know, I'm gonna have so many receipts. Oh my God. Let me end this, bro. Let me go pick up my son. Oh, I gotta go. Let me end this.